the cringing that you feel when you realize that you're not where you want to be means you need to ask a better question. So a lot of times you're going straight from there into despair, into hopelessness, but what you have forgotten is that you have power. When you go into hopelessness, you're just assuming I can't change, I have no power. No one ever believed in me, and so I can't believe in me, right? That's where people go when they're going straight into suffering. And I want to invite you to not go straight into suffering. I want to invite you to have a different look at where you are. Hey everyone, it's Honor here from Awakened Motherhood. Today's broadcast is focused on two traps of the overthinking mind. Now, I just want to start with kind of laying out who this is for. And a lot of the moms and then potential clients who connect with me and the moms who end up working with me in Awakened Motherhood are big time thinkers, overthinkers, even. And first, I want to explain what that is and what it looks like so that you can see it in yourself if this comes up for you. And then we'll go into kind of breaking down what are the two traps that people are falling into and what is that doing to them. So, how you can recognize it in your own life and start to pinpoint where you're doing this and then what's the result you're getting. So, in my work with clients, I help moms eliminate overwhelm. I help them eliminate the drivers of everyday anxiety, of feeling out of control. That results in snapping at their kids. That results in you may feel really grumpy a lot. You may feel irritable. You might kind of hang on to some anger and resentment that you wish you could let go of. You might feel more negative about life than you wish you did. All of these things are present in almost everyone who comes to work with me. And sometimes it can feel more like amped up and irritable, and in other people or at other times, it might feel like a big drain on your energy. I don't know where the boundaries are. I don't know how to relax. I don't know how to take care of me or even know my needs. I'm just kind of a hamster on the wheel all the time doing. And so I'm often just waking up tired and dreading the day. Now, specifically today for overthinkers, if you are an overthinker, you probably are someone who identifies as type A, maybe perfectionist. You might be someone who really craves and likes order, organization, lack of chaos. You might be somebody who really likes to know what's happening, what's going to happen before you make a choice. You might want to know all the pieces and details before you can decide if you're going to do something because you want to be able to know, like, is it worth my time? Is it worth my energy? You want to gather all the information first so that you can make the best decision, the most clear decision for you. So, why do we overthink? Overthinking is also called monkey mind. It is also referred to as overanalyzing, right? The reason why we overthink is because we think that it's going to lead us to some resolution of a problem. It will give us an answer that will and it feels when I talk with moms and we go deep in clarity calls, what we uncover is like it feels like a chasing the tail. So you might experience that you're just researching till 3 a.m. trying to find out how to take care of your kid. You are up, scrolling on your phone instead of connecting with your kids during the day because you're just sort of looking for answers. You are lying awake in bed at night thinking, well, if I did this, then that would happen. If I did this, then that would happen. Let me see what's the best course of action that's going to give me the result that I want. Overthinking is something we use because we are trying to figure something out. And if you've been able to figure things out in your life before now pretty easily, then it can be really frustrating when your old strategy does not work to solve the problem you have now. And that's where people usually start to feel stuck and tired and overwhelmed. So let's break this down. The two mental traps are: one, you might think that everything will be okay will sort itself out, will fall into place if you can just solve this problem. If I can just figure that thing out, if I can just complete my analysis, my pros and cons, if I can just determine what is the meaning of this thing, if I could just understand it and figure it out, meaning how to manage my time better, how to schedule my life better, what to say no to, how to connect better with a spouse or make time for that. Um, should we go to couples therapy or not? Who's the right person to go to couples therapy? If I could just figure that piece out, then I'll be able to relax. Then I won't be overwhelmed. Then I'll have confidence. Then I'll have joy. So even as you hear me say it, you can probably go, that sounds kind of silly. There's a part of that you might recognize, yep, I'm doing that. And also, like, it kind of doesn't make sense. Let's question it together. Does it make sense that if you figure out what is creating the problem, that it will be fixed then magically? The piece that you might be missing, if you have fallen into that mental trap, I'm going to help you out, is that the solution is going to be a system. It's going to be steps. It's going to be strategies. It's going to be techniques. It's going to be a new way of thinking and feeling so that you can stop creating the same problem, the same set of circumstances. So when you're in that space of, if I can just put my finger on the thing I need to solve, then I can solve it, and you figure out why you're so tired or why you think you figure out what is the cause of the conflict in your marriage, 9 times out of 10, we're just tail chasing in that. And we never truly find the answer when we're looking, because what you don't realize is you're looking in the wrong places. But when you think you find the answer, what's so disappointing for a lot of people is, but the answer to that doesn't teach me how to solve it. So then there's an action step in there. Don't miss this one. The action step is find the person who can solve your problem. You need to find the expert who can solve the problem that you've identified in you. All right? So that's the first mental trap. The second one sounds like, if I could just have everyone do things the way I wanted them to do it, if they would just cooperate, if you would just listen to me, if you would just cooperate with me, if you would just do it the way I asked, then we wouldn't be having this problem. Meaning, I'd have so much more time. I'd be able to chill. I'd be able to relax. Or everything would just go so smoothly. So there's a gripping on for dear life. There's a controlling happening there, an attachment to wanting everyone to do it the way you think is going to be best. All right. So the very ego driven. Everything will work out according to plan if everyone would just follow my system. But this mental trap will cost you so much anxiety, so much of your energy, your life force energy. It will cost you the ability to relax and enjoy your kids now while you have them with you. They're going to be gone someday. It will cost you your sanity because you'll be fighting so hard what is to try to make it something else that you will never figure out how to just be, and to be okay where you are, and to be okay with where they are. So the answer isn't control everything until you squeeze the life out of it, or live this conditional existence where if I could just have everything in place, then I'll relax. Because as we know, we're all moms here. There's no day when everything is done. There will never be a day when there aren't ongoing tasks in your life, in your environment. That day will never come. So why waste your precious life and your chance to be the mom you want to be with your kids spinning those wheels or chasing your tail? And if you notice these patterns in yourself and you can identify, okay, this is not serving me. I notice this is why I'm tired. This is why I'm annoyed. This is why I feel like I don't have the impact that I want. No one listens to me, right? When you live in that space, then just take a pause. Take a pause. Slow it down, put your hand over your heart, check in with yourself and go like, am I getting the result that I want? Is this the life that I want to be living? Before you go into catastrophizing or feeling hopeless, like it's never going to change, just go, am I creating the life I want? All right, to recap, the two mental pitfalls, the two mindset traps people fall into that have overthinking mind. If you are thinking, if I only get all this stuff set, then I'll be good. And then if you're thinking, so conditional happiness, or if you're thinking, if everyone would just do it my way and everybody would just line up with my systems, if I could control everything, if I just control everything and keep everyone safe, or completing tasks the way that I want, or operating through life the way that I want, then everything will be well, right? If you're in either one of those, you're going to find yourself very frustrated. The cringing that you feel when you realize that you're not where you want to be means you need to ask a better question. So a lot of times you're going straight from there into despair, into hopelessness, but what you have forgotten is that you have power. When you go into hopelessness, you're just assuming I can't change, I have no power. No one ever believed in me, and so I can't believe in me. Right? That's where people go when they're going straight into suffering. And I want to invite you to not go straight into suffering. I want to invite you to have a different look at where you are, to see here's where I am. So it is. So it is. I'm struggling. I'm having a hard time. I'm not believing that this can change or that I can be helped. I'm wondering if I'm beyond help. Okay, great. That's where you are. Awesome. Now we can ask some questions that are really helpful. Like, one, is this working for me? Two, do I choose to keep living life like this? Right? If those answers are yes or no, it's going to take you in a different direction. If it's no, I don't want to keep living like this, great. What's the next action step I need to take in order to align with a solution? So if you're wanting that, why wait? Why wait? Don't hesitate. Just reach out. I may not be able to help you, but in terms of the solution you're looking for may not be the one that I have for you. In that case, I'll hook you up with another resource, or I'll give you some steps that will be transformative for you. We're going to meet you where you are. Okay, it's a free call. It's 45 minutes. Clarity call. You can just open to receiving support for that time, and I'm so happy to help you. To book a call, you can go to www.honorjanetsky.com/call. I will put it near this video so that you can reach out. Look forward to talking to you guys soon.